Hi Pisces, welcome or welcome back. It's good to see you. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. And if not, just leave it for someone else or return to it at a later time. Also, be sure to check out the description box where I will leave some journal prompts for you based on this reading. Okay, we're going to jump right into all of your tarot cards, and then at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one oracle card as a closing message. So I've already got your first three tarot cards pulled out here to represent your current energy. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. This represents your current internal experience. The Page of Pentacles, representing your current external experience. And then the King of Cups, representing the kind of overarching big picture experience that you are moving through. Now, if I remember correctly, I think in your last reading, the King of Cups showed up as part of your advice. I could be wrong. I do a lot of readings, but I'm pretty sure the King of Cups showed up somewhere in your last reading. And now the King of Cups is showing up in your energy currently. So I think you may have taken my advice, or Spirit's advice, I should say. This is really, really beautiful. So internal and external experience are both being symbolized by Pentacles energy. This is a lot of earth energy, feeling really grounded. So internally, there's a focus on creating balance, but in really practical ways. There's a focus within you on how you can manage your own energy in more sustainable and life-giving ways. The Suit of Pentacles can represent material resources and money, yes, but it can also represent energy, our physical body energy. And I feel like that's the focus coming through this card in this moment right now. It's like you're becoming more acutely aware of the people, places, and things you give your energy to that fill up your own cup. There's certain people, places, things we give to that drain us. And there's certain people, places, things we give to that fuel us, that replenish us. It's almost like giving is getting in those circumstances. And I just have this intuitive feeling like you're starting to notice more. Like, oh, giving to that person made me feel so good. Like, I don't need them to reciprocate. I'm not giving with this expectation that they're going to give back to me, because if they don't, I'm going to be drained, right? Like, giving to this person or this thing, it just lights me up. Whereas giving to this person or thing, ooh, I don't like the way it makes me feel after, right? Like, you're just noticing. You're just noticing. And you're starting to give more of yourself to the things that intrinsically give back, right? There's this, I'm feeling energetically like there's this attempt. There is an attempt to pay attention and to understand how you can sustain your own energy better, right? Now, externally with this beautiful, beautiful Page of Pentacles, and it is funny that it's green. We've got a lot of green. Actually, every single card has green in your energy. And I was called to wear this little jade necklace, which has green, and I was also called to wear my alien face earrings, which are green, and I rarely ever wear these. So green is all about the heart center, new growth, and that's really what I feel when I tune into this Page of Pentacles. New growth. I'm hearing you say, I'm curious about what this can do for me. So you're exploring something new, or you're studying something, whether this is a new way of managing your finances, a new way of interacting with finances, or any kind of material resources. This could also just be representing you as a student studying something. You could be going back to school or taking a course or something like that, learning how to use a new tool. I mean, there's just endless possibilities. But it's the energy of studying, curiosity, learning new lessons even. And you're asking the question, well, like, what can this do for me? Or does this have the potential that I'm really looking for? Does this have the potential to grow into something really life-giving? Does this thing, this new opportunity, this new system, whatever it is that you're getting really curious about, you're asking whether it has that long-term potential to give back to you. It's like, will this seed become a tree? A tree that provides maybe fruit or shade or strong enough branches that I can put a swing on it and play on it. It's like, will this give back to me? Because that's really your primary focus. Okay. And the overarching experience, of course, with the King of Cups is just so beautiful. This is emotional presence and containment. You're really giving back to yourself in the way that counts the most, arguably. Noticing yourself, paying attention to yourself, your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, being your own masculine container so that your feminine can express and start to flow in more life-giving ways. So this is awesome. This is really beautiful. All right, let's go into your challenge. What is the challenge that Pisces is currently facing? The energy just feels so good to me. Like, as I was starting to get ready for this reading, tuning into you, and as I'm really sinking into your energy now, it's like that combination of water, which you are a water sign, with all of this Pentacles energy, like water and earth together. It just feels so soothing. It's really good. And life-giving. What's the challenge for Pisces? What's the challenge that Pisces is facing right now, please? Ten of Wands. That's a challenge. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Six of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles together, to me this feels almost like the challenge is for you to be able to let go of something that you've been devoted to for a while. The Ten of Wands is all about releasing burden that is not yours, burden that does not serve you, potentially some codependency, right? You're wrapping something up energetically. Energetically, there is an invitation for closure in your life right now with something that you have been working on for a while. This is something, yeah, look at her face. She doesn't look very happy to me. If you look really closely at the expression on her face, you can't really make out the detail, but she just looks like bored. There's a kind of boredom or resignation here. She's just like, I'm done with this thing. I've given so much of my life force energy to it. I've accumulated all of this experience here. And so I'm attached to it. But also I kind of know that I'm just done. I'm just done for whatever reason. And the Six of Wands is a sense of victory and success and pride, personal recognition for your achievements. So potentially I feel it's almost like the challenge here is to feel good about yourself for walking away from this rather than feeling like a failure or like you're abandoning something and you're a bad person for abandoning it. You should have seen it through a little bit longer or stuck it out, even though it's a burden, right? So can you access feelings of joy and success for walking away from this? Clarify this Eight of Pentacles. So it just all ties back to the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, where you are so now, you're practicing this acute awareness around what gives you life and what doesn't, what's worth your energy and what isn't, what is sustainable and what isn't. Within this growing awareness, it's inevitable that you're going to become aware of some things that are no longer worth your energy or time or attention. Some things you may have been giving your time and energy and attention to for a while, and so there's attachments. What is this Eight of Pentacles? What is this Eight of Pentacles? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please. What is it? Ah. Okay. The Lovers. Let's get a little bit more here. The Devil. Ooh. Wow. What a beautiful card. Well, that's fascinating. Strength. Okay. For many of you, this thing that you need to leave behind or let go of is a relationship with another person. 100%. 100%. For many of you, it is a relationship. Just because the Lovers card came out, that doesn't mean it has to be a romantic relationship. This can be a friend, even a family member, anybody, right? Now, the Lovers card and the Devil in traditional tarot, they mirror each other and they are intimately linked and connected. They're almost like two sides of the same coin. The relationship between these cards is fascinating, and it speaks to free will and choice versus bondage and addiction, and knowing the difference. Are you really it? So, and with the Strength card, also Leo energy, this is speaking to the strength, finding the strength within yourself to recognize the difference between whether or not you're really choosing this relationship with your free will, or you feel stuck in it. You feel obligated to it. You feel entangled in it. That kind of devil addiction energy. Codependency in its own way can be an addiction. So for a lot of you, it is a relationship with a person. If it's not, totally fine. This could be a job, absolutely. A job or anything physical that you've given your energy and attention to for a long time, that you're now no longer choosing with your free will, you're choosing out of obligation and attachment. All right. Okay. So you need to feel proud of yourself for being able to let those kind of things go, rather than feeling like you're abandoning them or it, right? What's the advice? Let's wrap it up with some advice. Advice for Pisces, please. King of Pentacles. More Pentacles. Gotta focus on the long term. Got to focus on the long term. Justice. The Hermit. Yeah. So to a certain extent, I feel like you are kind of in Hermit energy. Not in the sense that you are retracting from, day-to-day life, or you're isolating yourself from other people, literally. I mean, maybe you are, but it just, this Hermit card to me is more a reflection of this King of Cups. Like, all of your focus is inward. You're giving yourself more genuine, authentic, beautiful, loving attention than you maybe ever have, right? So to some extent, you're already in this Hermit card energy. This is validation from Spirit saying, stay in it. Stay focused on yourself. Stay focused on your inner light, your inner truth, your intuition. This is the prime moment, because again, you're kind of at this completion stage. Something needs to be wrapped up, let go of, etc. So it's more important now than ever that you stay inwardly focused, that you continue to explore and experiment and pay attention to what really works for you and what doesn't in the long run. This King of Pentacles, he's saying, I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to be committed and devoted and to do the work required in order to build something permanent and big and life-giving. I'm in this for the long run. I am focused on long-term satisfaction and fulfillment and gratification, not short-term, right? And as you focus on these things, as your priorities shift in this direction, it's going to become more and more and more objectively clear what can come with you and what can't. And this Justice card is just an invitation to be radically honest about the truth of yourself and about the truth of any situation or relationship. This is like totally impartial energy. She has no agenda other than truth. That can feel a little bit harsh sometimes, but in the long run, it is for the highest good of all to live by truth, to let the scales balance. This is about resolving karma, and I'm hearing eliminating old patterns of, the actual word that's coming to me is begrudging, which grammatically makes no sense in the sentence, but it's like begrudgingly, begrudgedly. You know, it's back to this energy of like, this is really not right for me anymore, but I've been giving my energy to it for so long, I think I'm just going to keep going because I should, right? That should energy. Releasing all should energy. And choosing yourself today with your upgraded, updated truth. Not just staying with something because you've always been there, right? All right, let's pull an oracle card from this deck, Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, as a closing message. And I'm just going to read you exactly what the guidebook says. Final message for Pisces, please. All right, so overall, your energy just feels absolutely amazing to me. Really, really good. You are absolutely walking in the right direction, doing what you need to do for yourself. Final closing message for the collective of Pisces, please, Spirit. Align. Ooh, yeah. Align your... Well, there's different ways that you can think about this, I guess. I was going to say head, heart, body. Like mind, heart, body. You can also think about this as aligning your chakras or aligning your intentions. Very interesting. Okay, let's go to the guidebook. Three cauldrons dance before us. Moved by spirit, they represent the metaphorical vessels as described in the Irish bardic poem known as the Cauldron of Poesy. At the bottom, we find the Cauldron of Warming, followed by the Cauldron of Motion in the center, and the Cauldron of Wisdom on top. The Cauldron of Warming connects us to the most primal, instinctual, animal part of ourselves, as well as our basic health and physical well-being. The Cauldron of Motion fuels the passion that inspires us and moves us through life. The Cauldron of Wisdom relates to our spiritual development, interconnectivity, and greater wisdom. Part of our challenge as embodied beings is tending to our internal cauldrons, balancing them, aligning them for our best well-being. Working with these metaphysical cauldrons can have very real and powerful effects on our bodies. They help us engage with aspects of ourselves that we tend to overlook or ignore. Keywords are coordinate, regulate, and synergy. Evaluate the order and state of things around you. A little Reorganization is on the agenda. If you're feeling physically out of sorts, work with your cauldron of warming. If you're emotionally unsettled or stressed, consult the cauldron of motion. If you're having trouble connecting spiritually, evaluate your cauldron of wisdom. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. It feels to me like this is just about aligning intentions. Just intuitively, that's what I feel. Aligning intentions so that your thoughts and your feelings and your actions are all pointing in the same direction, moving you in the same direction so that you are not in resistance to yourself. Okay? All right. Wow. Very, very beautiful energy, Pisces. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Also, be sure to check out the journal prompts in the description box. And I will see you next time. Bye.